Get in the robot, Shinji. Get in the robot, Shinji. Get in the robot or you're not getting happy time.
Battle, then I'll take it to the street where there's no rules. Take off the gloves, break things to down. Gotta prove my skills, so get down. The lyrical depths of road battles.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of She's a Baddie, a series where we take all beautiful women from different forms of media and decide whether they are for the sheets or for the streets. First off, I want to apologize. I've been gone for a while, you know. Everyone goes through some things, inconsistencies, but, you know, I wasn't going to go Corey Kenshin on y'all. Be back next year, be like, you know, nothing happened. I'm going to try and keep this regular. It's hard. Editing is, you know, difficult, but, you know, I'll be back. On today's episode, we have a very special guest from a classic anime that everybody loves. Everybody loves. Misato Katsuragi from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now let me just say, when watching this show, Misato is definitely just like a relieving breath of fresh air. You got depressed kids, teenage angst, sexualization of minors, like every corner of the way that you go. It made me just feel like, where the woman at? And you got Misato just tiptoeing her way in, and it's just like, yes, thank you, God. That is a woman. Them long legs accentuated by that little dress that she got on and that stylish red jacket, the purple hair, the cute little face. I just be like, oh, now this is what I'm talking about. I think I can say for everybody, you know, everybody who has the same taste as me, that you just love a woman in power, you know? She wasn't the top dog, but she had a high position in the company. So if you screw up, you know you're getting reprimanded. I screw up all the time on purpose. The way she commands everybody, makes sure everyone's good, and just like keeping an orderly like situation every step of the way. I just love it. I just love seeing it, you know? But when she gets back home, my goodness, this girl just chill. I think this is my favorite part about Misato, to be honest, because honestly, she would make an amazing drinking buddy, bro. Because she, first of all, she downs those things like it's water. I'd be like, whoa. You want your 10th can. Like, what's going on? She seems like someone perfect for you to just like complain about work, complain about relationships, and just like have a good time. She's a great time, you know what I'm saying? And I think that she would make it an amazing addition to the harem. So with that being said, Misato, why don't you come down, pack your bags, go over to Esdeath, make some room, because you are for the streets. Now hold on. Don't come for me now. I got my argument to say. First and foremost, remember when I said that everybody loves Evangelion? Well, there's one person in this world who absolutely despises that anime. And it's this guy right here.
The Jets fans, it's been 11 years.
I'm all for, you know, anime taking stuff seriously, showing the nitty gritty, showing like the worst possible things that you can see. But why is it just so depressing and sad and just frustrating every step of the way? I kid you not. I started this series probably 2 years ago because, you know, I was looking for some new anime to watch, new anime to like binge, and like I'm looking through all the popular animes that people recommend, and I see Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's always been at the top. So I'm like, you know what? Let me see what the hype is about. Let me give it a shot. Every single episode, I was so pissed off because it just didn't make any sense. Some parts, yeah, obviously logic, but like it's just like, why are we doing this? Like, why is it so frustrating to watch this show? And a big part of it had to do with Misato. First and foremost, I don't understand how she can like put herself in this position, like where she like first like let's go back in time. Misato was in a grave accident where, like, you know, her father, her family died, like, the whole, like, city basically died throughout this, like, I think it was a nuclear explosion, or, like, one of those, Titan things attacked, you know what I'm saying? But, like, after going through something so traumatic, why would you want to put kids who are your age through something even more traumatic? She could have her reasons. She could have her reasons. You could have your reasons for supporting it. I might be missing something from the anime that I forgot about. But it just doesn't make sense as to why you would be like, okay, get in the machine. Get in the robot. Like, it's not gonna hurt, I promise. You're just gonna fight this, like, 10-story, like, monster who has, like, knives for hands, who can instantly just pierce through your heart with no effort whatsoever. You'll be fine, Shinji. Like, what are we saying? The amount of times this woman has manipulated Shinji into getting into the robot, it just doesn't, it's just so toxic. And, like, yeah, I know that she said, if you don't want to be here, then just go. She didn't mean that. She didn't. She oh my gosh, she said it so many times, and she also backed up the fact, just like, you know, nobody else can really do this besides you. Do you really want to leave and just live a depressing life? Like, you can be something over here. You can't be anything out there. Misato, he's a kid. He's a kid. He has his whole life to live. If I'm a kid, I'm honestly not going to school. I'm not listening to what any random adult tells me. I'm not getting in no robot. I am finding the closest little corner or bunker to just hide in for the rest of my life. If I die, I die. But I'd rather just die not even fighting for this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I got to do this on a regular. I'm good. I'm good. Speaking of manipulation, let's get to that, you know, her final moments, you know what I'm talking about. Her final moments in the series. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying, right? Where she was dragging Shinji along. Shinji didn't want any part of being in the robot anymore. Understandable, kid. Understandable. But, you know, it was a life and death situation at that time where, you know, like, either he gets in the robot or we all die. Which I understand. But this woman dragged him along into like this the headquarter bunker and whatnot, just like trying to hide, trying to get him to get in the robot, and like there's no changing him. Misato decides to pull out the big guns. Shinji, do it for me. If you get in the robot, you'll get much more than that. Am I missing something? Am I missing something, everybody? Like, these days, we're all going off on Makima for manipulating Denji, you know, touching her boob and whatnot, like saying all these things to him. But, like, are we really just gonna, we're always putting Misato up on a pedestal. I don't know why. Cause she's the blueprint. She's the blueprint, y'all. What's going on? She literally said, bro, like, you're gonna get more than just a kiss if you get in that robot. Ma'am, he's a child. I'm confused. Why are we worshiping this woman? Why? She literally just said that she was gonna have sex with a minor. She didn't say it, but she implied it. And even back then, before this happened, I know Shinji was going through it. I think it was because of his boy toys, you know, like death, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. I would have to go back to actually see. But Misato came in the room. He's all sad. He's just like listening to some music. He's just like, man, I don't want to do this anymore. Misato sits on his bed. She just like, I know you're going through such a rough time right now. If there's anything that I can do, anything you can do, why don't you get out the room? Why don't you get out the room? Find someone your own age to just like take advantage of. I'm like, What are you doing to this kid, bro? I'm so confused. Why are you doing this? And even if she found someone her own age, it would just be someone who is a fill-in for Kaiji, you know what I'm saying? Because Kaiji is her whole world. She's just like, oh my gosh, I am so toxic. This relationship is so toxic. I want my relationship back. Please, please, I want to be mad at you again. I want to cry every day. I want to yell at you for hours and hours. And then we can make it up by doing the dirty. Misato is scum, bro. I'm trying to think of anything else that I can really like go at this woman for, but I feel like I've mentioned all the important points. You know what I'm saying? Bro, even when she first, you know, met Shinji, before even she met Shinji, she sent this man a postcard of her in a sexy pose and whatnot, just like, yeah, like, enjoy the picture. What's going on? Why don't you just send a normal letter? Like, don't you have phones back then? Yeah, so, I don't really like Misato, as you can probably tell by now. I feel like every woman in this series, besides Shinji's mom and, Rei, I feel like every other female in this series is absolute garbage. Like, when you come to, the doctor girl, like, she was cool at first, but, like, obviously, you see, like, her ulterior motive. She doesn't care about, you know, the kids or whatever. She's just trying to get in Shinji's dad's pants, which is just like, yo, like, what are you doing? It's this whole trauma experience with your mom. Why are things so disgusting? why do you even like this man? He doesn't care about you. Not to mention, bro, that girl Maya, like her little assistant, bro. I know people like probably like her because like she's like cute and whatnot, but like, bro, she is so garbage. She's such a hypocrite, bro, because she clocks into work every single day. It's like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have a great day. And then she watches these kids get mauled, and she's like, oh my god, why do we do this? And then she goes home, and then she goes to sleep. And she comes back the next morning, clocks into work, like, it's gonna be a better day. Bro, do something yourself. Like, what are you doing? I hated that so much. I feel like I hated her more than Misato just because she would always be crying in the office every day. I'm like, girl, if you don't want to watch this, why don't you quit? Why don't you quit? And stop being part of this toxic and heinous, like, organization, please. That's all you need to do. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I feel like this is more of a rant video than an actual She's a Baddie. But, I appreciate y'all watching. If you have a waifu who you want to see in this series, please comment her name down below, and I'll decide whether she's for the sheets or for the streets. Anyways, guys, keep your eyes open for content all the way around. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I don't use Twitter. Why did I say that? As well as YouTube and Twitch for more series that I got coming. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Love y'all. Take it easy. Peace!